So everything about me is Empress. So let me just make the business. And I think she didn't come for the fitting until like 2 or 3 days before the order was needed. And long story short, this was 2 months ago and she still hasn't come for the outfit. So yes, that is a life lesson, guys, for all business owners. Always take a deposit.
So you're speaking to Impressive Designs actually innovating to help the nation.
Absolutely. Honestly, I cannot thank my customers, the people who refer me, my family, my friends. Like literally, I cannot thank these people enough because they are literally who make me. So the support, it is absolutely amazing to the point where I'm booked out 2 months ahead.
Hoy, and I said nobody now believe it. Well, if them here say I beat it, me and the pastor, me not go preach it to how we hold it down. Yeah, man, it's Dejour, and I mean giving you a different perspective on Perspectives Media. Easy.
Perspectives
Welcome
Media.
back to Perspectives Media. On this episode of the Perspectives podcast, we have what's the word I should use tonight? We have an enigmatic guest tonight.
Ooh.
I think I'm gonna use that word tonight. But anyways, people, we have a enigmatic guest tonight. The owner, the CEO, the entrepreneur of Impressive Designs. So Miss Impressive Designs, introduce yourself to the people.
Hi, good night. My name is Kerese Elliot. I am the owner of Impressive Designs. Basically, we make clothing for men, women, children, dogs, household items, like you name it, we make it.
So Mrs. Impressive Designs. So what's the process of making your clothing?
In terms of like what do I do, or in terms of like what I'm the ordering?
Are you is the clothing you make, are those clothing handmade or you use machines?
Okay, so basically I use machines. I have 2 machines. I have a straight stitch machine and an overlocker. So the overlocker is basically the finishing, it basically gives the product the finishing touch, and then the straight stitch machine would basically be like this, so straight stitch.
Okay, that's interesting. So all right, that's a bit of a lot of information, you know what I mean? So what inspired you to get into clothes making?
Honestly, okay, so I tell everybody this story. So when I was in school, I did clothing and textile, and I kid you not, I hated it. But I wanted to become a lawyer, and when I wanted to drop the subject, my mommy was telling me, I would have to make my suits and what's not. So I was like, okay, let me stick with it. I sat the exam, I passed the exam, but then after leaving school, it was Culturama and I wanted to go to events. I needed money, so I was like, okay, let me revamp some outfits that I have. My mommy had some cloths from Trinidad and they were beautiful, so I was like, okay, let me take these cloths, and make something. And then it was Kerese Designs, so I was like, okay, let me take these cloths, make something and sell them. And that's how Kerese Designs / Impressive Designs came about.
So Kerese Design, it started at Kerese Design, right?
Yeah, it started as Kerese Designs.
So at what point did you change it from Kerese Design to Impressive Clothing?
It was 2 or 3 years ago, I believe. Actually, no, that's a lie. It was later than that. It was 4 or 5 years ago. And I heard someone say impressive, but I misheard it and heard impressive. So I was like, oh, I like this. Impressive. Let me stick with this. So that's how Impressive Designs came about, basically. And my Instagram name was Empress Melanin. So I was like, okay, this can be a whole brand. So everything about me is Empress. So let me just make the business Impressive Designs.
Right. The Empress. So the Empress with some impressive designs.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? So so that's the inspiration behind the name. So you just see somebody and you see somebody say
Yeah, they said impressive.
Impressive.
Yeah, but I heard impressive.
Oh, okay.
So I was like, okay, wait, actually like this. So,
and you just work with it from then.
Yeah.
So you speak about mommy, right? So I want to go some more into the story of Kerese, because people are gonna see up on the show, right?
Mm-hmm.
And a lot of people might know you, but they don't know your story. Is what I say. So tell the people some more about yourself. First of all, where you're from, like where in Nevis you're from. By now, people would know. Say you're more than likely you're from St. Kitts Nevis, because we're shooting the show in St. Kitts Nevis.
Mm-hmm.
But tell the people them some more about your life story, like where you're from, where you grew up, school life, etc. You know.
Okay, so again, Kerese Elliot. I'm 24, making 25 in April. Well, we already in April, so April 28. Basically, I'm from Pond Hill, Gingerland. I went to school at the best primary school, Charleston Primary.
So wait. So you come from Pond Hill, Gingerland, but you not go to Joycelyn Library?
No, I went to Charleston Primary.
So you end up going to Charleston Primary?
I have no idea. That's something we'll have to ask the parents.
Well, okay, continue.
But yeah, I went to Charleston Primary, the best school. Yes, orange. Then I went to Charleston Secondary School. And then after that, I went to the Nevis Sixth Form College. I worked for a year. Then I went to the University of the West Indies, where I pursued a bachelor's degree in political science and law. So yeah, that's basically...
Bright girl again. We had Perspectives podcast have on some of the most impressive, well, going back to evil, not impressive, but impressive ladies, you know what I mean? So, all right, you speak about going to Charleston Primary, right? Well, what was life like in Charleston Primary to begin with?
Life in Charleston Primary was good. Like, it was fun. I was an academic scholar, so I was always the one they would call on to enter spelling bee, to enter essay competitions. I was not athletic, but yeah, so I was the one they always call on for those type of stuff. And I think when I graduated grade 6, it was a guy by the name of Yashas and I who became the valedictorian. So yeah, life in Charleston Primary was pretty calm.
So then you transfer from Charleston Primary to Charleston Secondary. Mm-hmm. That's my school. So big up Charleston Secondary, and that's where I met you. I would have met you in Charleston Secondary, you know. Cool person. But the elephant in the room for Charleston Secondary is you're the principal's daughter.
I'm very proudly so. Mm-hmm.
All right. Big up Mr. Elliot. The man that come on a different type of respect from me, isn't me? Specifically from me, isn't me? And even when going to school in a them time there, Elliot, from every youth, when Mr. Elliot come, every man clear the block, you know. So what was life like being the principal's daughter at school?
Being the principal's daughter, honestly, I think Nevisians have this mindset that being the principal's daughter, like, it was a fear of me walking down the road, or it was a fear of me going into a class or any place else. It honestly was not like that. Like, everyone and I were cool. At first, people would think, I'm stuck up because I'm the principal daughter. But after getting to know me, they're like, oh, okay, she cool. Listen, when I tell you, me and everybody cool. Like, me and everybody are friend.
So that mean you would have had a good network to go into business.
Yeah, honestly, I did.
So being the principal daughter, you think you would have gotten any kind of favoritism from your peers or from teachers or anything, any kind of favoritism? Honestly,
I don't think so. Whenever I was in school, the teachers then treated me the same way as they would treat any other student. So let's say I was talking in class. I think that they treated me far more stern than they would treat any other student.
Because that would be my next question.
Yeah.
Because naturally, being the principal's daughter, right? The teachers would I think the teachers would more lean to either a stronger side or a softer side.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It just depends. Is it? So that's fine. Give or take. So you say you would have gotten a bit more like, what would I call it? A more stern kind of dealing with.
Okay, so let me give you an example. So I remember a time I was talking. You remember Mr. Halim?
Mr. Hanley?
Halim, the maths teacher.
Yeah, man. Who remember Mr. Hanley, man? Hey, Mr. Hanley.
So at the time I was talking in his class, and it was me and Kaden, I believe. And Kaden was doing the most talking. Kaden, sorry for calling your name, but Kaden was doing the most talking. And basically, I'm the one who got in trouble, and he said, Kerese, don't let me carry you upstairs. Which we know what I mean. Don't let me carry you upstairs to your father. So I'm like, okay, let me calm down and hush my mouth and whatever. And nothing was said to Kaden. So like, that's what I mean in terms of stern. Like, they would use me as an example. And I had no problem with that because it would have been like 1 out of 100 times, because I was a sweetheart. I never gave trouble in school.
Would I say that too? Would I say that too? Anybody would say that.
No, I actually was a sweetheart. I can't say the same for you, but I actually was a sweetheart.
Okay, so that's high school, and you transition from high school to sixth form. So now transitioning from sixth form to high school, what was it like? Because maybe sixth form college is like, to me, is an extension to high school, because back then, now me see different changes. Like you have almost the same limitations, because the sixth form is the same teachers. You get taught by the same teachers. You're in the same environment.
Yeah.
So what was sixth form life like versus high school?
I think the only difference for me with regards to sixth form was that you would have the Gingerlanders come down. So like all of us were joined. But other than that, and well, of course, the courses as well. But other than that, I don't think there was any difference for me with regards to sixth form. Yeah, I don't think there was any difference.
So you think sixth form is necessary?
Honestly speaking, I thought it was not, but no, it is. Because when I went to university, due to the fact that I did certain courses in sixth form, I got exempted from having to do certain courses in university. So as much as we feel like, sixth form is a waste of time, people go to sixth form for lunch, it honestly helps you. Yeah,
but alright, had you moved from sixth form straight into college, is it that the 2 years of sixth form is more valuable than just doing those extra courses in college?
Well, them extra courses mean extra time, and them extra time mean extra money. So
well, I would say sixth form is beneficial too, because transitioning from high school and even just looking at a job, not necessarily going to college, it can help, because you have that little extra edge there over somebody who would have not gone to sixth form. So you get a little more qualifications, and you probably not have to go pack boxing at the warehouse. You're probably in the office doing something, but the office work, them
I honestly
whoever
feel
watching
like
this, right? Them office work there, you better have in the warehouse, puff. Honestly, you better have in the warehouse, because office work, like from my experience working in offices from leaving sixth form, like them, alright, you get these jobs, right? And normally the office workers who have worked in offices for years are some bitter people work them place there, isn't it? So you just come in, and sometimes you make probably the same money as them who work there for all these years, or you make right below what them make, and they know these things, then you put under so much pressure and so much unnecessary drama, and office environment can be very toxic also. Isn't it? So sometimes as a youngster looking at job, it's better for you to get, I feel like it's better for us to get something simpler to do. You know what I mean? And just sitting down in an office at times, it play with the mentals. Like you come in every day and you do the same exact thing over and over again. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean?
Well,
you get what I say?
Okay, so I would have to disagree, because I feel like every work environment, they have their toxicity, but it also depends on you. So like if you're a bubbly person, if you're happy, you would always get along with everybody and there will be no toxicity, in my opinion. That was my working experience. I can only speak for myself. This is not the views and opinions of Perspective Media. But I feel like, honestly, when I worked, there was no toxicity, there was no drama. It was just the vibes.
Okay then. Okay, continuing on then. So you left sixth form. You go straight into college, or
I went to work for a year.
Okay, so then you only work for a year. So a year, you jump into a little work for a year. You wouldn't have had a 2 or 3 year experience.
But I've also done summer internship, and I was working before then, so I was doing internship before then.
Yeah, but when you doing an internship different from you come and get a full-time job,
Okay,
because
that's fair.
you as an intern, you are not a threat, or you are not the competition. You know what I say?
That's
so
fair.
you just did it on the people them job as an intern for a little period of time, because them say see me and come live with me are two different
That
things.
is true.
So you as an intern, you as somebody who even just done school, and is like these people know eventually that Kerese gonna go to school. The goal for Kerese is not to work here long term. You get what I say? So that's why you probably have a different experience.
That's
but
true.
For a young professional who want to work for a few years, it's like you get treated different. Like you get treated like anybody else.
But then that's the thing. My advice for that would be just do your own thing. Like block it out, block out the haters, put on your shades every day to go to work, block out the haters. Like don't even study that, because people can always be people, and it doesn't matter whether it be the work environment, whether you're walking down the road, you're going to sports, you're going to school, like it doesn't matter. People can always be people, so just block out people, and that's just my mantra for life.
That's good. Yeah, we all I feel like everybody have the level of blockage they still, like everybody put up a wall in a sense. You know what I say? So continuing on, you went to sixth form, then you get a job for a year. What kind of job it was?
I was working in a law firm.
Oh, so you actually get something where that was in your field of interest.
Yeah, it was.
So you finished sixth form, you work in a law firm, and that was a good experience. So
it was.
You went to actual trials and so.
No, I did not. But just the fact that I was like prepping documents and what's not, it actually helped me when I went to university, because when the teacher was asking, like how do you prep a will and what's not, I was like, oh, okay, I remember this from work. Like, let me tell y'all. So yeah, it was really helpful.
Right. So you left the work and you transitioned to college. Which college did you go?
I went to the University of the West Indies, Cave Hill campus.
Tell the people in what Cave Hill there, and everybody know what Cave Hill.
Oh, sorry guys. Cave Hill is in Barbados, sure. Yeah.
Right. So you go to Barbados. Why did you choose to go to Barbados versus Jamaica or Trinidad?
I chose Barbados due to the fact that it was very close to home. Like that was my first time being away from family, and I'm very big on family, so that was my first time being away from family. So I'm like, okay, let me choose the closest place that I could always come back home whenever I need to. So like Jamaica, the flights are expensive. Trinidad, the flights are expensive. Barbados, the flights are expensive too, but not so expensive. So I was like, okay, let me choose some place that I can go to whenever I feel like going home. I said, mommy and daddy, I'm ready to come home. And I go back. So yeah, that's why I chose Barbados.
So you went to college on a scholarship, or just out of your personal finances or from family finances?
Yeah, I went to college on my own. No scholarship.
Okay. So you went to college and you majored in
political science and law.
Why you chose that? Because a lot of times people have aspirations in school, but then, or even at a younger age, people have these aspirations to become this or that. But why did you stick by law?
I think that's exactly why I chose political science and law, because all my life I wanted to become a lawyer. Actually, it was like lawyer, then a singer, then a doctor, then a nurse. Like, you know.
So you can sing?
No.
So you want to become a singer?
Because in my mind, I sound like Beyonce, but when you actually hear me sing, I sound horrible. But that is why I chose political science and law, because the only thing that was constant with that was law. And I did law in school and I actually liked it. I liked property law. When I was working at the law firm, I loved property law. So I was like, okay, let me continue with law. But when I went to the university, I realized law may not be what I actually want to do. So I did political science along with it, which was a double major, which is like one of the hardest degrees at Cave Hill campus. So I did political science and law, and I'm like, okay, let me stick with law because maybe later on in life I will want to become a lawyer. So let me just stick with law. When I go back, I will just study 2 years and that would be it. But let me stick with law. But political science is actually my love. I know we don't talk politics on perspective media, but that is my love.
Political science. Well, so what about political science you like? Because, alright, me feel like politics bring too much toxicity, and that's why I wouldn't speak about it here on the podcast.
That's fair.
And the culture of politics here is very dangerous, in my opinion. For a young brand, like, even just having an opinion on something can get you labeled.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And
that's true.
I don't want any labels, you know what I mean? So I just keep away. That's why I keep away from it. But what about political science?
Maybe that's why I chose political science, because I actually had that same mindset. So I'm thinking, okay, maybe we need a shift with regards to politics in St. Kitts Nevis, because the party politics, it's, let me choose my words carefully. It is.
Take a sip. I think you need to take a sip. You need something to answer this one, yeah.
The party politics, the mindset in St. Kitts Nevis, it's, I don't want to say toxic, but
it is toxic. It is toxic.
It affects you in every way of life.
Yes.
That is the political correct response. It affects you in every aspect of life.
Definitely.
So I think politics is not supposed to be a year-round thing. Politics is supposed to be, you have, elections coming up, you do that, then you let the people who you're voting go to work. That is what politics is supposed to be. So I think that's why I chose political science, because I saw the atmosphere with regards to politics in St. Kitts Nevis. It's getting too, I don't know, guys, please be my readers and understand what this means. But it's getting too, yeah.
Yeah, I understand. Yeah, man, I understand what you say. So you want to be a change. So is it that you intend to go into politics? I
absolutely have no intention of going into politics.
So what career are you looking to pursue within politics, or what career path are you in within political?
So political science is not just about politics. Actually, it actually has to do with international law as well. So that's the aspect that I also want to focus on, international law. I actually wanted to work for the United Nations, but I need experience for that. So that's why I came home. I said, let me.
Don't play with the mic.
Oh, sorry.
So continue.
So I actually wanted to work for the United Nations, so that's why I went into political science, and I love the international law aspect of it. So you see, like, what's going on with Russia and the Ukraine, so that's all a part of international law.
What? Wow. You just spite maintenance. yeah. So he's more of the international side and those type of stuff like that.
Yeah.
So he's the legal aspect of the
so hence political science and law. Yeah.
Okay. So what was college life like for Kerese?
Guys,
because you grew up here, you went to school here. I would imagine you never spent an extended period of time away from home.
Yeah.
So what was that like? What was the transition like going to college?
Well, I actually went to college with someone that I grew up with, Camille. So we went to college together. We actually ended up living on the same block and everything. So it was just like being home, and a lot of Nigerians were up there as well. Then there are also Kititians there as well. So, and the Kititians that I went up with, we ended up living on a girl is who I lived on the same block with. So yeah, but we all were close. We actually have a squad named the 869 Squaddy. So like we all were close. It honestly wasn't bad. I got an extended family. I have friends from St. Vincent and the Grenadines, Trinidad and Tobago, Bahamas, where else? Barbados. Like literally everywhere in the Caribbean I have a friend. So it honestly was amazing.
Right. So you had a good experience being at college. Okay, so you would have lived with your friend in the same was it that you had a roommate?
So how so in my first 2 years of being in Barbados, I lived on campus, and that's living on dorms. Mm-hmm. We're living in dorms. So I lived on the Frank Worrell Hall. There are 3. So I lived on Frank Worrell, but there's Sherlock Hall and Keaton Hall. So I live on Frank Worrell Hall, and it's layers. So there's the first floor, the second floor, and the third floor, and it was unisex. So the men were on the first floor, the women on the middle floor, and another set of women on the third floor. So that was for my first 2 years. Then my last year, my third year, I lived off halls, which is apartments. So I lived with someone in an apartment. But yeah.
So what was that life like, living with someone? Because you would have grown up with your living with your parents, and so then you living with somebody. What was that life like? Because it was a friend, right?
It was someone from St. Kitts. So it was someone who I knew. Yeah.
But so what was it like living with that person now?
So honestly, I'm someone who loved my space. Like I actually love my space. Even with living with my parents, my bedroom, my sewing room, they're my sanctuary. So I love my space. It was just like having to, consider someone else then, if that makes sense. So I would have to consider someone else while I'm waiting to cook, or consider someone else while I'm waiting to use the bathroom and them type of stuff, or waiting to wash my clothes. But other than that, it was okay.
Okay, so you had a good college experience, man. So transitioning back from college to coming back home now. You come back home. What was it like coming back home to live now? Because you would have gotten your degree and you come back home now. You're expecting to get a job. Did you get a job within your field of study?
Well, actually, okay, so my college experience was cut short due to COVID. And actually, no, my college experience was cut short because my grandfather passed and I had to come home. Then shortly after, like literally a couple of days after the funeral, the island shut down. But I recently finished with the University of the West Indies in December.
So you finished your studies online?
Yeah, I finished online.
Oh.
Yeah, so I sat my final exams in December, and I'm currently looking for a job with regards to my degree area. I had a bit of a bump in the road due to the fact that UE is very lackadaisical. So I did not get my official letter until the ending of February.
So you would have graduated and completed your degree when?
Well, my graduation is in October, but I finished my degree last December 2021.
Oh, and you just get your letter.
Yeah, I got my letter in February, the ending of February.
Yeah. So is it that you would have had something to compare that with, because you say you is very lackadaisical? So is it that the standard is you're supposed to get your letter December if you finish a degree December?
I would have loved that. I honestly would have loved that, but I mean, lackadaisical in terms of I kept emailing them, asking them, when would I get my email? When would I get my email? I asked them to update my transcripts as well, so I can just print it off and send to the employer. But I honestly got no response. Like I said, I had friends in Barbados. Mm-hmm. Shout out to Kerese. But yeah, she honestly helped me a lot with regards to that. So she kept going on campus, she kept calling them, asking them what's the status on my email. So yeah, because of her, that's the only reason why I was able to get an email and not worry so much.
So you would have gotten your letter, right? And now you're starting to look job. What's the experience like seeking job during, well, I would say pre-COVID then. Not pre-COVID, post-COVID.
How do I answer that in a diplomatic way? Looking for a job post-COVID. Well, I actually have one bone. Hold on. I have one bone to pick with employers due to the fact that when people send their application, and if it is that they are not what you're looking for, is it if you received it, is it okay to say, hey, yes, we received your email, yes, we received your application, thank you? Like, is that so hard? Like, honestly. Or if it is that people, they're not what you're looking for, is it so hard to say, hey, we read your application, we don't think that you're best suited at our department? Is that so hard to say? Like,
fun fact, last night I was listening to the radio and I heard a teacher on the radio and another lady, I think she have a program on the radio on Sundays, and she would have said those she would have given those exact sentiments, just in different words. Like, she was saying basically, I think she has a HR background, and she's saying the HRs here are lacking because they wouldn't have, like, if you send out an application, the least a HR supposed to do, or a business who actually put out an advertisement, advertising the fact that they have these positions available. The least you're supposed to do is actually acknowledge getting an application.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? So then where you put out the ad for?
Exactly.
Like, where you pay your money for them? Is it actually that you just put it out for branding purposes? Then you just want to say you had an ad running in the papers for that, or the lady was even saying sometime they only put out these things because sometimes they actually don't have somebody for the position,
and that's
so they just put out the ads for
because
for that.
A lot of these business places, they already know who they want, like they already have who they want, and it's like, why put it out? Like, that's actually wasting. Listen, we need to go green, because that is actually wasting paper. Imagine I have to print off my cover letter, my resume, my two what's the thing called? My two recommendation. Yes, thank you. My two recommendation, along with my certificates from university, the Navy Sixth Form College, high school, primary school. It is a lot of paper. So the least you guys can do.
Not just paper, time is money.
Time as well. And gas with $18. Hello?
Jesus, God Almighty, Father God, come for your world now. Come for your world now.
Gas is very expensive.
And then some of them don't even have the option of doing all of this electronically. You have to actually drop off paper. You get what I say? So that's something we need to work on in the federation as a nation overall in terms of the business community. So
honestly, I think that we tried, But when people don't take it serious, for example, the straws. We tried a thing, but the people don't take it serious. So
what
like,
do you mean?
I feel like we don't take going green serious.
Going green? So, okay, you want to talk about going green? Because the straws, right? The straws. Sometimes going green has to make sense. Like, the steps where you take need to make sense. You know what I mean? So, with the straws thing now, you move into some paper straw, right? That's fine, you know. But me see Suntop, the drink Suntop, they actually have some paper straws now. And Suntop is a pitney mostly drink Suntops.
Yeah.
So my buy Suntop for my son all the time. And the other one, I don't even remember what the other one
Capri Sun?
No, the other one, man, the other brand, whatever it name, Zane, them have some paper straw. Now, from the minute you open the plastic with the paper straw, by the time you get them out, the straw is not usable.
Exactly.
By the time the pitney put it in his mouth and just bite it, you can't get nothing from it.
Exactly.
So you know what I find that my son do? My son actually push the straw down in the box and hold the box by itself and I drink out of the opening.
That's a smart
You get
kid.
what I say? So then that no make no sense, fam. So going green is all fine and dandy, you know. But then if the products where you use to go green no make no sense, then it not go work. People not gonna take you serious.
But I feel like we could do other things too. So as we were talking about with regards to the limiting the paper trail, we can do that. Or let's say the supermarkets, we can use reusable shopping bags, which is something that I'm trying to do. I'm trying to create bags that people feel comfortable with carrying to the supermarket and it still looks fashionable. So I think that's something we can do as well, along with let's say cardboard boxes, because when I shopped in Barbados wholesale, they don't do plastic bags, they do cardboard boxes. So let's say you buy your stuff in bulks, you have to go outside, they have like a tray of boxes, like, you know how behind Best Buy have a tray of boxes, they have a tray of boxes, and you put all your shopping in there and then that's it.
Yeah. So you're speaking to Impressive Designs actually innovating to help the nation.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? So going back into Impressive Designs now, what are some of the products you offer other than, okay, you have a beautiful dress here and you carried another sample which is actually even more beautiful than this one, you know? So what are some of the other products that you produce at Impressive Designs?
So Impressive Designs, we also do men clothing, baby clothing. So for men, we try to actually put you guys above the rest, above the norm. So I'm trying to get my St. Kitts Nevis men to actually love prints, love satin, instead of t-shirts. But I'm actually trying to get my St. Kitts Nevis men to love color, basically. And what else? I don't do do-rags as much anymore, but I actually used to make do-rags, bonnets, and then I'm actually transforming, well, let me not say transforming, but I'm actually creating a new business called Clutched. It's basically handbags from the material that I haven't used. So yeah, to basically make bags.
Oh, so that's even green because you're recycling
Precisely
materials.
So instead of throwing it away, I'm using it to make bags. So yes, guys.
Also, it's mainly clothing and the bags you're going into now.
Yeah.
So what's the support like from Impressive Designs? Like, what kind of support would you say you get locally? You get a lot of support?
I honestly do. Like, honestly, I cannot thank my customers, the people who refer me, my family, my friends. Like, literally, I cannot thank these people enough because they are literally who make me. So the support, it is absolutely amazing, to the point where I'm booked out 2 months ahead. So it's actually amazing.
Yeah. So if want something made, me can't get it within 2 months.
No, sir, you have to talk early.
Okay, that's interesting. So you get a lot of local support. What are give me at least one of your best business experience and one of your worst business experience so far?
Let me start with my worst because there are few. So I would say one of my worst business experience, business experience / life lesson. So I was someone contacted me to make a birthday outfit for them. I told them absolutely no problem. They asked me to look the cloth as it was in St. and I would have been able to get someone to look the cloth for me easier than she would have been able to. So I told them no problem. I sent them the invoice and everything. And when I sent invoices, I have something to the bottom saying, you have to pay a 50% deposit along with my national mobile banking information. So so I sent her that and I told her as well. And she said, okay, no problem. When she comes for the fitting, she will do the deposit. So I messaged her again asking her, are you still interested in the outfit? Because, time is running down. And she said, yes, when she comes, she will do the deposit. I said, okay, Kerese, this sounds kind of iffy, but this is your friend. Just buy the cloth. So I ended up buying the cloth and starting the outfit. And I think she didn't come for the fitting until like 2 or 3 days before the order was needed. And long story short, this was 2 months ago and she still hasn't come for the outfit. So yes, that is a life lesson, guys, for all business owners. Always take a deposit because it's not easy, and then it honestly wastes time as well, because somebody who was willing to pay and somebody who actually wanted an outfit could have gone into her spot. So like that in itself was kind of heartbreaking for me, because I actually stayed up late doing that and I love to sleep. So it actually was kind of heartbreaking. But one of the most...
Hold on, before you go to the best experience. So that outfit now, what's the plan? Alright, she obviously she don't want it. Zin. So what are you gonna do with that? What are you going to do with that?
So it actually was 2 outfits. So I got one sold already. So I basically finished it and posted on my social media pages. Got my friends to post it as well. And one was sold, and this is the other one actually. So I did a photo shoot in this one Saturday. And
you're saying this, the audience cannot see it.
Sorry.
You know what I mean? So
sorry, guys.
The other outfit is the one that we'll be showing the audience a bit later.
Yeah. Sorry, guys. So it's called Island Body. So Island Body is actually what I did a photo shoot in weekend gone, and I posted up on my Instagram to sell, and hopefully Island Body finds a owner soon. So that's it.
Island Body.
Yeah.
Well, she said weekend gone. This episode will not be aired.
Oh, sorry, guys.
A weekend after, right? But it's on her Instagram and it will be shown later down in the episode. You know what I mean? Okay, so that's your worst experience. Tell me one of your best business experience so far.
Honestly, I would say every single piece that I've created, because the way my clients hype me and the way they fall in love with the pieces and the way they feel so beautiful in when they come for their fittings, like I would say all of the good experiences that I've had, all of my amazing loyal clients would have to be my good experience.
What is it that you plan to do when you would have gotten a job in your field of political science and law? Like right now, you're probably dedicating 99% of your time doing impressive designs. So when you would have gotten a job now in your field, and I would imagine a job within your field of study would pay a lot, right? So what's your plan for impressive designs when you get that job? Is it that you're planning on getting somebody else to actually do the sewing part of the company, what's your plan for that stage in the company?
So I actually plan to hire someone. I have my eyes on someone at the moment. So I plan to hire someone who would actually give Impressive Designs the amount of love and attention that I have given to Impressive Designs. But I also would like to, well, that's for the customization aspect of the clothing. But I actually want to go into ready-made clothing. So you just come, you shop for what you want, or you shop online and we actually deliver it to you. So Impressive Designs is actually looking to, kind of step away, not a big step, but like a tiny minimal step away from creating customized clothing to actually ready-made clothing. But I actually have my eyes on someone who I would like to take over Impressive Design while I work, and basically be my little protege.
Right. That's nice. So we'll take a short break now and bring in that impressive Jess, because it's very impressive. That dress is speaking to me right now. I could imagine my female in that dress. That's all. We'll take a little break. You know what I mean? Yeah. So in the segment, we have a different. We have Miss Jess. What I want to name again?
Island Body.
We have Island Body. Is body or body?
Body.
We have Miss Island Body here. You know what I mean? Is it Miss Island Body? People take a good look at Miss Island Body now. She body. So tell me, what's the inspiration behind this one? Other than that client that never actually collected her. What's the inspiration behind this one?
Well, actually the client brought a design that she wanted. So that's how this came about. But yeah, I basically made what she wanted, recreated what she wanted rather.
This dress actually look like something that's ready made, Even the stitches look very professional on it. You know what I mean? This look like something where, as me tell her, I see my lady wearing this, go somewhere on a nice date,
Guys, put down in the comment section that he should buy it for his lady.
Yeah, I probably can't afford it by the looks of it. Yeah, but so why the laces on it then?
Okay, so no, I think this would be a better one to show you on. So basically, it's
all up body there.
It's adjustable, so you can adjust it to the length that you want.
Yeah.
So yeah, you can adjust it to the length that you want. So if you want it longer or you want it shorter, yeah, you can adjust it to the length that you want.
So body actually multifunctional. Body art.
Body are going with beer things.
Body are going with a bag of things, G. Yeah, man. So body art, man. And why the big cut? Yeah. So you show some cleavage.
Yeah. Just for a little cleavage.
Yeah.
This is like perfect for like date night or a picnic. I just give you a little ideas.
But by the time you sit down, you hold underneath. Yeah.
No, remember you're adjustable, so she could pull it longer.
Oh, okay. So
I got you.
The hands are adjustable and
this and there is also in the back. Guys, don't mind like it's puckered up in the back because it has to fit the mannequin, but the back is also adjustable. So.
Oh, okay. That's nice, man. Yeah. For me as a man, this look good. This look like you don't fit my woman decent.
I wonder if body going fun in your home tonight.
Yeah, that's nice, man. That's nice, and it's really refreshing and it's commendable, and I'm impressed by impressive. You know what I mean? Because a lot of times people would do dresses and people would do things, not just dresses, but people go into a business and they're passionate about it. Yes, it's one thing to be passionate, but to have the actual quality behind your product.
And that is why, guys, sometimes I can't fit you in because I pride myself on the quality of my work. So like, let's say you want me to fit you in for next week. that is literally me rushing, and you would see it in my work. So you can always see when someone rush an order or when someone takes their time and so it love. So yeah.
Right. Tell the people them where they can find you on the socials, Miss Impressive.
Okay, so the Facebook is Impressive Designs. The Twitter is EMPRESS Des869, and the Instagram is Impressive_Designs with an S on the end. So yeah.
Right, so it's just Facebook and Instagram.
So Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter.
Alright, so here people, as you hear, that's Impressive Designs on Facebook and Instagram, right? Zane, and remember, you can follow us on Perspectives Media at Perspectives Media on Facebook, Perspectives_Media on Instagram, and remember the YouTube, that's platform 1. Yes, remember to like the video. Yes, me. Leave a comment down in the comment section and subscribe and hit the notification bell to keep updated on all the amazing content we have coming. Yes, me, because Perspectives Media just quality.
And I said nobody now believe it. Well, if them here say I beat it, me and the pastor, me not go preach it to how we all it down. Yeah, man, it's Dejure, and I mean giving you a different perspective on Perspectives Media. Easy.
Perspectives Media.